Ayo, Sajad. Oh. Okay, I need to fix that. Saved widescreen. It's not supposed to save widescreen. There we go. Okay. Hopefully. In my runs. Yo, Samuel. Man. Kinda loud. Hi, Weg.
My daughter, niece. We must do something. Think, Cortex, think.
I don't know how this is gonna go. It's been a while with me not playing the game. I've been too addicted to Silk Song and I've been too busy to do anything. I hope you're doing okay, Weg. Okay, this is not how you're supposed to play the game. Very clearly. This might be rough. Kaka. You're totally doing alright? Might go crystal crazy. I've had a difficult couple of weeks, but I'm doing okay now. We had to deal with a lot. My uncle passed away. And then there was a stalking situation going on with a Japanese exchange student that we had to take care of. And then I had a financial crisis that's been averted finally. But pretty much in the midst of all of it, I've been addicted to Silk Song. Which is why I'm listening to the soundtrack right now. I also rearranged my room. It's a little bit easier for me to read chat now. I might be looking into trying to get a new controller, though. I jumped too early. Or rather, I jumped on the wrong part of the branch. There we go. I was thinking I might also buy a new GPU because this one's starting to have some problems. In which I could afford it right now, but I don't think it's a good idea yet. Maybe I'll get one of those things that'll show my inputs when I'm playing console games. That way people could see my my actual like inputs. Oh, this is my favorite song. Oh no, this isn't my favorite song. It's close. Hogwarts Core is my favorite. If anybody here has not played Silk Song, you definitely should. The game is nothing short of fantastic. I'm surprised I actually pulled off that maneuver. Yeah, I hope Spanish is going okay for you, Egg. There you go. Jump, jump. Damn it. Not supposed to do that. Come on. Flip around to that. Damn it. Oh well. I'm very rusty. Oh, this part broke my heart, dude. Slide jump. Slide jump. Slide jump. Slide jump. Slide jump. There we go. Yeah, this one. Sí, ¿cómo te va? How is it going for you? ¿Cómo te va? And I love this song. This song is good. Red Moritz is stronghold of evil. This is where we wrong the rights and sweep the past under the rug. Ooh. Uh-oh. Maybe I should spin the, or maybe I should turn the... turn it up. There we go. That's a little better. Okay, let me try that again. Oops. Bueno, todos los días por la noche. Y en tu tiempo libre, vale, vale. Es impresionante. Es difícil, ¿eh? Estudiar un idioma todos los días, ¿eh? Trying to think. Okay. Okay. Did you use deep L? Okay. Oh, banger incoming. And sweep the past under the rug. I hope the music and game sound are at least loud enough to be heard. Okay. There we go, that's much better. Why do I go the wrong side? I should go the other way around. Neat. There we go, perfect. Very good. Todas las tardes, vale. He dies. There you go. I used a version or a word that is pretty useful. I say impresionante, which just means impressive. Or, es impresionante estudiar un idioma, a language, todas las tardes. Okay. Oh, it just means it's impressive. Studying. Ah! Cool. I hate this. I hate dying there. It just means it's impressive studying every day or every afternoon. I missed that jump. I jumped too early, so I had to go here. Oops. Almost. There we go. That was almost bad. 1, 2, 3. Which Cortex? New fear unlocked? Oh yes, Spanish is difficult, but it's fun. I don't think that that's the right one, but... I don't know how I did that. I'm gonna have to watch another... I'm gonna have to watch a video. I think I did a... I think I uploaded something about it. Let me see here. Is this the, No, this is still in widescreen. Damn it. I don't remember what the old, what the other, I don't remember what the previous, Oh. Cortex is just dead. He's not dead. Okay, well, if it's working, it's working. Carmelita. The most important thing is that you are enjoying what you're doing. Or you could say that in Spanish, lo más importante es disfrutarse. The most important, lo más importante,
As a former student myself, I'm well acquainted with the many
is enjoying yourself, es disfrutarse. I jumped a little early, I'm surprised I got that. The greatest evil scientist in the world! Stuck in a pipe. How could things get any worse? I missed the jump. Okay, do I get the Wampa snipe? Should. Yep. My lineup was good there. This was a good fight. I missed the jump. That's weird. That's a jump I don't miss. I think that's the first time I've actually ever missed that jump. Is that a problem with the A button? I hope not. I'm surprised I got that cycle. I'm gonna kill him. I am very surprised I got that jump. Come on, let me see. Thank you. Ooh. I have a wireless keyboard now, so it's gonna be a little easier for me to position everything. Oops. And it's mechanical too. which is even nicer. That should be a good angle. There we go. And then I can just, yeah. There we go. Oops. Oh. Whoops. It's... Let me slide, thank you. Okay, last time I was playing, I was having trouble with this area, so... Buenas, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo andamos? ¿No? ¿Funcionó? Iba a decir que no funciona. O sea, mejor dicho, que creí que no funcionó. Esta pelea no recuerdo nada. Creo que no hice. Pues es que Verdania, creo que... Si no estoy mal... A mí no importó. Por alguna razón, no recuerdo... No recuerdo la razón. I don't remember this fight. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24. Okay. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, 5. I jumped late there. Come on. Jump earlier, buddy. Dos. Tres y... Okay. Nice. 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 There we go. 1, 2, 3. No, come on. El cuarto coro. Es un peleazo, ¿eh? Tres, 4. Ya. Here we go. Much better. Way better. Nice. Yo, Maple, thanks for the good like. 1, 2. No. Oh, that was close. It won't end up dying there. That's for sure. Boing, boing. Oh, damn it. Watch, I'm gonna get this first try. Okay, never mind. Come on. Come on. Ah, there we go. Maybe that's the key. Yo. Raid from Brando. Get out of my way, bitch. Yeah, I didn't think that was gonna make it. That should. Yep. Yo, Brando, thanks for the raid and the good luck. Oh, it's Twike. 2, 3, 4. Damn it. Missed the long jump. Oh, game lagged. Interesting. Same old, same old. Yeah, makes sense. It is Twok. Come on, let me jump. Stuck in warp 1, but you got something going on at the moment. But yeah, welcome Raiders. I'm still in the middle of practice at the moment. But practice is gonna be over soon. I don't practice for very long usually. If I get past ow, my neck. If I get engine skip, I'm going. If I get engine skip, el topo que gira, exacto, exacto. Buenas, buenas. ¿Cómo andamos? Carlos, el topo que gira. Con Cortés. El cabezota. Eso sí. Es el meme, ¿eh? Vale. Esta parte es lo más difícil de toda la run. Si fallas literalmente alguna gema, te caga. Yo, Jet Light. Thanks for the good luck. I kind of thought that you were saying yoga or yogurt. At first, I was like, what? And I'm like, oh, good luck. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, I was just saying in Spanish, this is the hardest part of the run. Pretty much. And the only reason why it's the hardest part is because you make any fucking mistake and it's over. Ooh, almost got Mother Skip.
Coming through! Ladies? Excuse me, madam. Are those real? Mother?
Y si se caes, y si te caes es como... Es un soft lock. También. Y pierdes... 8 minutos, creo. Creo que es 8 minutos, algo así. Vale. Let's go. Yo, Koji, thanks for the good lucks. For the good lucks. Thanks for the good luck. Boing. Okay, and the last part is engine skip. I've never been so humiliated. No amount of treasure can ever begin to compensate.
Treasure, eh? Bonza.
I missed that mask, right? Yeah, I did. Okay. Damn it. It lagged and I couldn't jump. No, I'm not risking it. Damn it. Should be fine. Ooh, okay, okay. Going a little slow there isn't super bad. Honestly, I kind of hope I just like get an instant PB so I could go and play Silksong. Because I want to go back and play Silksong. Because yesterday I lost my Steel Soul attempt and that made me upset. There you go.
Yummy fresh meat for my pot.
this pretty much encapsulates the basically the entirety of like this part of the run, because it's like, oh yeah, so you're just kind of you're at this point you're just chilling and you're waiting for the final hub world. Oh, I was wondering why I didn't recognize the song. I jumped too early. There we go. I'm on. There you go. I don't really like this song. Let's skip it. And this is gonna trigger several people's PTSD. Not mine. I conquered this shit on my first playthrough. Mostly through sheer stubbornness. That could have been bad. That could have also been bad. Nice. Bad cycle. Oof. I'm surprised I got that. That does work. Okay, cool. I wasn't high enough. Neat. I love getting that long jump. That's so cool. But we ran out of time. Yeah. Just don't spam it. Just wait until the FMV starts and then you're good. Oh, I think I know why that works. Okay. That's actually handy. Fuck you. Huh? Where did he come from? I just have a really bad position, I guess. Oh, why didn't I have the speed? That was weird. I've never had that happen to me before. Yeah, I think I'm ready for runs. Interesting line. All right. I'm gonna listen to Carmelita again and then... This fight was good. Can I hit that? I can hit the note, but it sounds like ass. Okay. Okay, yeah, that's really quiet. There. How's that? I think that's good enough. There you go. Alright, we're good. Let's see how the first couple of attempts go. Turn on the... I need this to be more accessible. That's not directly in front of my mic. Yo, Orpy. Why am I comparing against best split times? There we go. Yo, Saucy. No, come on, man. Okay. The game wants to fuck with me right now. That's still fucking just stupid easy. Buenas, Argentina. No conduzco Honda, conduzco Chevrolet. Pues es verdad, ¿eh? Almost failed that. 3, 4. Nope. Yep. Got an insta fall there. Oh, what am I doing? I'm not on emulator. Idiot. Hey, Allison. I'm doing okay. I hope Alan had a good birthday. Pues es que, cuando, ¿cómo se dice? ¿Planchas? Cuando planchas en el agua el juego, acuerda de los coordenados de Crash. Y es para guardar algo, para hacer un teletransporte. Como en E%, pero es un poco diferente porque en E%, teletransportas a, ¿cómo se dice? Entonces, thanks. Tell them I said you're welcome. Es para teletransportar al hub final, pero en esta ruta es la tercera, es el tercer hub. Dude, this is really bad. Please give me bro strats. Oh, man. I'm gonna be plus 30. Perdí tiempo. Sí. Casi 30 segundos. He just finished streaming, okay. No, es 100%. Pero la ruta se llama la ruta maldita, o sea, la ruta cursed. Porque haces la plancha maldita. El cursed splash. Well, a power crystal. No es otra categoría porque no hay diferencias entre las consolas. Solo la ruta. No.
Yes, the crystal is mine.
The crystal is mine.
Keep back, you weak-minded fool. Avert your gaze or you'll go crystal crazy.
You returned with leftover chicken and dumplings as breakfast. Let's go. That's definitely an above average breakfast. I'm surprised Cortex didn't twin split away. The game is certainly giving me its welcome back message, which is basically fucking with the cracker barrel gets too much hate. Unos. Es que hay un skip en la mitad del juego que ahorra 30 segundos, pero si lo falles, termina la run. Y es creo que el minuto 30 de la run está en la mitad. Pero no hay backups, así que es demasiado difícil. O sea, más difícil que merezca la pena. No merece la pena. Buenas, Astronomic. ¿Cómo andamos? Boa tarde. Yo, kites. Pues es que el inicio del juego está bastante difícil e inconsistente. Así que no merece la pena algunos trucos de más dificilísimos. Muchísimos porque no merecen la pena. No merecen la pena. Básicamente. Pero hasta que esta parte no es tan difícil o inconsistente. Okay. Woo! Okay. Oh, whoops. I forgot to I forgot to For you, warp skip is the peak of inconsistency. Warp skip is pretty inconsistent. But really for 100%, the beginning is so inconsistent. Did I do something to my capture card? I did change the capture card and it might be slightly brighter. Porque Crash está en un estado en que cuando llegas a una pantalla de carga, se crashea el juego. Y es la única manera en que se arregla el estado. Así que hay que resetear el juego. Es la misma razón por la que se crashea el juego durante los créditos en any percent. Okay.
I'm stuck.
The greatest evil scientist in the world! Stuck in a pipe.
How could things get any worse?
Yeah, so since I don't play off of capture, I could do a lot of stuff to the capture card. And make it look better. I haven't done too much. I missed it, damn it. You're free to understand sometimes. They speak fast as fuck and you can't keep up. No se podría hacer Casi sub 9, pero no puede. How many cutscenes can I say by memory? Whoa, Cortex. Fair amount? Not all of them. I'd say probably around 50% is a safe estimate. Para practicar, no. Aparte de los herramientas de los emuladores, pero no funcionan tanto como como el emulador, porque es el emulador de, ¿cómo se dice? De la Play 2, no de del Xbox. You go crystal crazy trying to remember any cutscenes from the game. Understandable. First Elder cutscene, damn. I need to wait. You're kidding. Run's dead. That's a really stupid way to lose a run. Welp. I remember that one too. That's kind of a rare occurrence because I work hard to prevent that from happening. It's just that sometimes it still happens. Okay. I can remember a lot of the Halo 2 cutscenes.
There was only one ship.
One. Are you sure?
Yes, they called it the Pillar of Autumn.
Why was it not destroyed with the rest of their fleet?
It fled as we set fire to the planet, but I followed with all the ships in my command.
When you first saw Halo, were you blinded by its majesty?
Blinded?
Poor prick, he flew pretty good.
I have a lot of cutscenes just committed to memory in general from games I enjoyed playing when I was a kid. No. Two, three, four. One of the only skippable cutscenes, damn. Astronomic, your English has gotten quite a bit better. Damn it. Yeah, at least I think so. It's just that before it wasn't so snappy. What I mean by snappy is like quick. That kind of shit just happens when you least realize it. Like, I'm pretty snappy with my Japanese responses. I was in a bit of a conversation the other day. I think... Oh, that was close. Like, I was in a Japanese conversation earlier this week, and then I was just like... I was kind of surprised at how easily I was able to comprehend what was being asked of me. And that I was able to just kind of, like, match the speed of the conversation. Because for some reason I don't have the same hiccups that I do with Spanish. Because, like, with Spanish I have to speak very slowly in order to think... In order to, like, bring my thoughts together. Especially because I have a slight stutter when I speak Spanish. I don't have that in Japanese. So I can speak much faster. And for some reason I'm just capable of also... thinking of responses much more quickly. In Spanish, it still takes time, even though I'm way more fluent. No, it's not gonna save time now.
Yow!
The death abuse only saves a little bit of time, like a second or so. It also makes the ant fight more risky, just because of the fact that you only have one mask, and if the fumes just decide, okay, you're just taking damage. Because you can't read that cycle. It's not possible to read that cycle. Okay. You're just gonna miss that, I guess. You can't really read the cycle.
Well, well. A power
If
crystal.
you were speaking to the guy and then you comment. Yeah.
Yes, the crystal is mine.
Yo, Toquinho. Thanks for the good luck.
Keep back, you weak-minded fool.
Avert your days or you'll go crystal crazy.
So question, who would actually want to see, an input viewer? You? Yeah, the problem is that I believe they're like $100. I might be able to get one. It's a possibility. I have to go over my finances that I have at the moment. And that's not to say, like, oh, give me money. It's rather like, I'll look over my finances because there's no way anything I would even get on Twitch is gonna do that. Yeah, I'd have to get, like, a controller splitter thingy. You got top 5 in Bioshock 1, let's go. Rise up battalions. Oh yeah, so GDQ is saying like disabled people and neurodivergent people should like fucking, like there's a marathon dedicated to those. And I'm just like, dude, okay, so one thing is that like, why are you exemplifying disabled people and like neurodivergent people in the same category? Second of all, every fucking speedrunner has some kind of mental illness, dude. Like, I don't think that there's a single fucking speedrunner out there who isn't some level of like like that doesn't have some kind of mental thing going on. I'm saying this as somebody who's like, you know, I'm very aware of the fact that I have some neurological things going on. Also, as a disabled person, I'm just like, that's kind of fucked up. Disabled people don't like representation. They're, like, I've never thought of any disabled person that would want to say, like, oh, I want to see somebody that has my disability in the represented, and it's like, yeah. Yeah, because the thing is that they're going to say that you have an opinion, but they don't because they're not disabled, and it's like, okay. But you don't know, you don't have any disabled friends, so you don't understand shit. There we go. You know what? I'm doing it this way. He is ND. Oh. Yeah, that's like literally every fucking speedrunner out there. And I'm not saying this as like, oh, speedrunners are bad. It's like, no, it's just kind of true. Oh, wait. That's why you don't do that. Uh-oh. I don't know why I was thinking that. I was thinking, hey, I'll just save and quit here, and then I forgot. Oh, right. The things aren't going to be activated. And also, does it go by word of mouth? Or do you have to prove that you have stuff, like, do you have to show them medication or something? Like, how does that even work? It doesn't make any sense. Also, I'm not saying this to bring up like politics, right? No, that's not the idea. Identifies as, how does that work? I'm extremely depressed. Please allow me to speedrun for your event. Okay, you and like every speedrunner ever. Like every teenager ever. And I mean, again, I'm not saying that, like, yeah, it's not an integral part of your existence, and neither is being disabled. If you make that shit a part of your existence, you're kind of an asshole. Like, I tell my friends, like, listen, sometimes, even though I know I'm strong, like, I am always in constant pain, and sometimes I get very weak. And it's not like that's a part of my existence, it's just a part of, like, you know, you need to make sure that the people that are close to you kind of know what's going on in case that there's something that happens. But outside of that, like, no, I don't really think about it that much. I make jokes about it, but... yeah, it's the same thing as, like, well, you just have some kind of thing that needs to be dealt with, and that's it. It doesn't make it who you are, it's just when at times when it is relevant must be made known. Like, since a lot of times I do things that, you know, can trigger it, which would be something as simple as walking, I have to make sure that the people around me understand that, hey, you know, if we do too much of this, you may end up having to help me walk. And that's about it. Yeah, it can't be pushed away, but it can't be what defines you as a person. Because if it defines you as a person, it's just kind of shitty. And if somebody defines you as, you know, that disabled dude, that should be fine. Like, you can see that in two ways, right? It's either you have no fucking personality and the only thing that differentiates you from everybody else is that you're disabled. Or somebody is specifically thinking about you as disabled and not as a person. Or it just happens to be a defining, or something that just, you know, sticks out more. Come on, go up higher. Yeah. I'm surprised I made it in. I was too low for that. I'm very surprised I made it in. Wow, that was a slow. That was very slow. I don't remember the reason why it was that slow. Oh, right, because I kept missing that one jump. I mean, the reason why I talk about it on stream is because, like, is because I'm capable of doing so. And it's like, oh, you get a platform, that's so brave. It's like, no, it's not brave. It's just something I could just openly talk about. Also, in the case that there's just like, oh, well, you know, oh, I know somebody that may be disabled. It's like, cool. Maybe you know a little bit more about what they're not telling you. Because it's like, at least in my mind, the reason why disabilities kind of get lumped together is that the experience is not very, it's not dissimilar to, it's not dissimilar between people, because the thing is most people want to be perceived as normal. I don't care what anybody says. Like, oh, well, this is what makes me whatever. It's like, no, in reality, most people want to be perceived as normal, regardless of whatever you have. And so, somebody who is disabled doesn't want that to be the defining characteristic, because the thing is disabled people always get people pitying them. We don't like it. We honestly don't like it. It sucks. Because it's like, oh, that sounds so bad. It's like, well, you have problems you gotta deal with. Just when I need the help, help me. Otherwise, just treat me like a normal person. It's gonna be very similar to people who are in wheelchairs. It's gonna be very similar to those who, Dude, I was supposed to hit you. No. Go away. It's gonna be very similar.
Yes, the crystal is mine.
It's just that for some people, it's more obvious than others.
Avert your gaze or you'll go crystal crazy.
And it also makes me mad that, like, some people might lump politics into that. It's like, well, it's not a political thing. It's like, no, this is just kind of how things are. Because once it gets into politics, you institutionalize it, and then you start treating people in a way that they don't want to be treated, and it's really bad. It's really toxic. Yeah, it's just a fact of life. What do you mean? I'm gonna lose about 5 more seconds or something. I think one of the most haunting revelations I ever had was like, when I started theater, or going into theater, and then it's like I kind of opened up to somebody about it, and then he's like, "Wow, you're such a nice guy for somebody who has to go through all that." If I were in pain all the time, I would be such an asshole to people, and I was just looking at him like, that's really fucked up. Why would you want that? No, he said that very bluntly to me, and I was just like, well, that says a lot about your character, actually. Thought he would be a cool friend, and then, well, no. I haven't spoken to him since I, moved to a different campus. Yeah. Whoa. That's fine. No. Where is it stuck? Where is it stuck? It's actually stuck. And start to feel normal within a couple of weeks or so. Yeah. Something like that. Painful feeling every waking morning, yeah. I have told people... The thing is that, when you experience something like that, you just... Yeah, first of all, you just adjust, like... It's a survival instinct, you just fucking adjust. The second thing is that you think... You just bear in mind that, like... You know, when you have a lot of, like, unpleasant experiences, it makes the pleasant experiences more pleasant. Like, the thing is if people would say, like, wow, I don't know what I would do if I were just miserable all the time. It's like, well, if you're miserable all the time, saca el huevo record ya, tío. ¿Quién sabe? Yo, Slate. It's like, well, you see, if you're having negative experiences all the time, it makes the positives nice. Because the thing is you cannot experience positive experiences if you don't have negative experiences. It's just impossible. But the thing is we always have positive experiences, and we always have negative experiences. But if you never look at the positive experiences, well, then, yeah, that's not so good. And plus, it's the thing of, like, you know, people kind of think that it just kind of suddenly happens. It's like, no. In this case, in my case, no, it didn't suddenly happen. It started a long time ago. I could think back to when I was, say, like 5 or 8, and I had similar experiences, but not as bad. Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, most of the things, like in your case, I'm not sure, but in my case, it's basically like that. Also, this thing where you're seeing where my capture card is dropping frames, I'm pretty sure I'm fairly certain that that is a graphics card issue. And I have been thinking about maybe buying a new graphics card and then selling this one. Because I could probably, like, sell this one for $150. I'm pretty sure I can, like... Yeah. When you do tiny stuff, you're like, shit just drastically improves. If you're always sad all the time, you're never gonna live through your life. You gotta be happy about the small stuff. Okay. Like, I have been thinking about a big purchase, and I'm not sure if I want to do the controller splitter, because that would improve, you know, people being able to see my stuff. I could make tutorials better. Buying a new graphics card, because I'm pretty sure a new graphics card would actually vastly improve some things, because this graphics card is it has its issues. It's had its issues since I got it. I think I just got a dud. And the thing is that usually what causes the... Usually what's in the stutters are just when I'm rendering frames. I either failed it. No, I didn't fail it. Dude, that's really shitty. Yo, Ryan. Thanks for the good luck. Come on. Come on, dude. I mean, this is a reset, but... Okay. Yeah, pretty much. Just live life. Oh, come on, I didn't hit it. Stop. There we go. It just it reminds me of the one thing with Toph in Avatar where Sokka's like, "Oh no, we can't see," and then Toph is like, "Oh no, what a tragedy." Oh. Some people might say, "Oh, that's a powerful statement." It's like, that's not powerful. It's just like, well, you know, you could just adjust to things. It's not like it's the end of the world. Yeah. Speedrunning is cool. Speedrunning is like a thing where I can just kind of forget about most of my, what's it called, like my personal issues. I could just play video games or like say, okay, I'm just gonna think about how to improve this thing or something like that. But yeah, I'm not proud of having a disability. Honestly, I'm not even proud of the fact that I'm like that I'm able to overcome certain things. At least I'm personally proud. I'm not outwardly proud. I was proud of the time that I did the mile run. Ow! That was just a side pain. I hate those. I've been getting them more recently, probably because it's getting cold. Or another thing that rhymes with old. Hint, it's old. Damn it, I fucked it up again. Oh yeah. My first thought isn't like, wow, you must be so brave. It's like, wonder how they handle their lives. It's also kind of embarrassing because I was in a concert. Because I was invited to a concert. And then the dude that was like, running it was like, okay, well, you gotta get up and dance. And I'm like, I felt really bad because it's like, I want to dance, but if I dance, it's gonna be bad for, like, everybody. Considering my left foot's weak, and it's like, I'm gonna knock over. But what I did was I, like, stood with my right foot, and then I put my butt on the back of the chair, and I was just kind of swaying back and forth to the music. I was like, you know what? I want to do it. And then I tried a little bit, and then I'm like, yeah, no, if I do this, I fall over. Oh, nice. Yo, Modelinsky, what's up? I haven't watched my streams in like a month. I have not streamed in like a month. Yeah, school's been killing me. I had a death in the family. I was having some social problems. There was a stalker that needed to be dealt with. Not for me, but for another for a friend of mine and friend group. And it was oh no. No. Cool. The guy was just special needs, which we didn't really realize all it was just him being special needs. So that was fine. Most likely is getting solved. And then also, fucking Silk Song has got me by the balls. And I had some financial problems, which now mostly fine. Silk Song looks like Twinsanity today. This is true, Yo Faith. It's a shame I'm not gonna be able to go to Mimes this year, but I'm gonna try to see if I can go next year.
Yes. Keep back, you weak-minded fool. Avert your gaze, or you'll go crystal.
It'll mean I'll have to play this game for another for another year or so. But oh yeah, you know him because he's in the SA2 community. Yeah, the worst part is I could technically still go, but the problem is that the money that I have is emergency student loans, and I don't want to use that much money. Would be a bad idea. You're kidding, dude. Thinking of Cortex and Antagony at all levels? Not really. It would save a minute, but not really. Because I don't like all levels. Ouch. Wait, why do I have a...
I'm gonna get ya. Come here.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah, I'll save the expeditions for next year, when I will most likely be able to afford stuff more. There's oh, come on. There's an idea in the works that might help me out. It might even pay for my master's degree. And I won't need to work, though I'm not sure how much free time I'll have even without working. But I would think that it's probably, like, if it works out, which I don't know, but if it works out, and I actually get the funding, I should be fine, and I might even be able to do streaming while doing the master's degree. I'll have to see, though. But if I do that, I'm most likely not going to be running Twinsanity for, like, the next 2 years. A break of this game is like an entire year overdue. Only reason why I'm still kind of continuing is because I want to get the sub 103 in 100%, and then I'm not sure what else. I'll probably just leave it until somebody either makes some of the other stuff viable. I might actually try to defend 100%, but I don't think I'll defend any percent. I think my any percent days are numbered unless somebody finds some new stuff. I'm sorry? That sucks. Like, I definitely don't have the same level of, I don't feel the same level of, desire to run Hundo anymore. Like, I didn't, as soon as I got that any percent, once I got that 942, I kind of lost a lot of my, not necessarily motivation, but drive. Because it's not like I'm not motivated, but rather I don't have the drive. Because I completed the thing that I really wanted to complete. And I'm not saying this as like I'm complaining, because it's not really me complaining. It's just kind of how it is. So I still like running the game, but this is the longest I've ever stuck with a game. I think it's been, what, 4 years? 3-4 years where I've basically been doing almost no speedruns except of Crash Twinsanity, which is very long for me. I think the longest that I had done stuff like that before was like Sonic Adventure DX back in 2011. Because I didn't really... Well, that's not true entirely, because I did do some SA2 and I did do some Heroes. No, this has actually just been, like, the longest by, I think, like, threefold. Where Twinsanity has been mainly the only game that I ever ran. Though I did do a little bit of Sonic Heroes in 2021, 2022. And I have been putting off Spyro Heroes Tale, a Hundo rerouting. I tried getting back into Rayman 3, but the game's just not as fun or exciting anymore. Only reason why I haven't gotten to Heroes Tale is because I just don't have time. Because otherwise I would be doing, what's it called, otherwise I would be doing more than this. But then Silk Song came out, and then I've just been playing nothing but Silk Song. And I don't regret that. I do feel kind of bad that I don't have much motivation to stream Silk Song. Because for one, I know nobody's gonna watch. And that just kind of gets boring. It kind of defeats the purpose. And then, like yesterday, I was just playing the game in Steel Soul. It had been an hour since anybody said anything. I forgot I was even streaming. I was just vibing. Playing the game. It's not like I said anything inappropriate. It's just I forgot I was streaming, which is like, oh. Orange Bandicoot video game, yes, Axel. I'll play the game for like another hour. And then, I'll play the game for another hour or so. If I don't get anywhere, I'm just gonna play Silk Song for a couple hours. And then plan, and then try to plan my, Hundo. And I also need to find something that will allow me to cross off things that I've gotten. You're surprisingly better. Maybe you ate something bad. Finally, a run where I'm ahead. I thought in the back of my head, what happens if I just get fucking ass locked on the first run where I'm actually ahead? Guess how fucking right I was. Like, I have had the idea of saying, like, I've been almost to the point where I've thought maybe it's better if I wait until somebody finds an alternative for hover skip that works really well. Because like, the biggest problem with running hundo is hover skip. And it's not necessarily like, you know, oh well, it's just like it's inconsistent, because hover skip's fairly consistent for me. But the problem is not hover skip itself, it's rather the fact that you can get ass lock and there's no prevention for it, so you have no idea at what point your run is going to get out. And you would say, oh, doesn't that sound the same as any percent? But that's not true. Because in any percent, you're aware of the fact that almost no runs are going to get out within the first minute and a half. You're very aware of the fact that within the first minute and a half, you're probably not going to get anywhere. But with hundo, it's like the first 4 minutes. And the thing is you could do everything correct, and then the game says no, and then you're just done. But then also, the majority of it, since immediately after is Cavern, which Cavern is very inconsistent, is like, okay, well, out of that, the first 10 minutes are actually going to be what's going to decide whether or not you're going to have a run. And you don't even really get to see if you're on a run until about 13 minutes in, actually, because sometimes when you do early hub 3, the game has the constant fade in, fade out, which means you have to save and quit out again. Or, well, you don't have to save and quit, you just have to load again, which is another 30 seconds. And then I would complain about Boiler, but the thing is that Boiler is skill issue. If you can't get Boiler, it's skill issue. I would say that pretty much, like, by the time you're out of that, then you're fine. But then, the run doesn't actually truly begin until after Ice Climb. Which Ice Climb is, like, what, 40 minutes in? So essentially the first like 40 minutes is just you hoping that you don't fuck up. Which is the majority of speedrunning, to be fair, but the problem is since you're always thinking like, oh, well, you know, anything I do can screw up the run, Hundo's kind of draining. I think it is the most impressive category by far. Damn it. And then that can happen. Which that is my fault.
So, the game is just...
The majority of Hundo is basically just waiting until you get outside of the 40-minute mark. The nice thing about any percent is that it's so quick that you can get into a mode. Though with the new warp skip, it's kind of rough. But you could get into a flow. Though I'm not gonna lie, if we found an alternative for nut skip and basically made hub 1 consistent, any percent would be such a fucking... It would have such a good flow to it. Just, if you could consistently go through hub 1, it's just boom, 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 boom. Warp skip. And then if warp skip fails, you go back. And then it's like boom, boom, boom until you get back to warp skip. I do believe that there's going to be an alternative to nut skip at some point. I just don't know when or how somebody's going to figure that out. The problem with most new skips these days is that we have no leads. Because before, there was always like some kind of theory. You know, something that's like, well, this is kind of almost possible, but not. Basically, right now it's in like that, it's basic, all of the tricks are like in the fairy tale. They're like the fairy tale type where it's like, it would be awesome if we could do this. It's not like, well, we could probably do this. It's more so like, oh, well, this just kind of could eventually be a thing. How we would do it, I have no fucking clue. Or they're in the, well, we could do this, but it's either too risky or too, it's either too risky or too difficult to pull off. The Hundo one, which I was bringing up earlier, but I said it in Spanish, not English, is slide skip. Where slide skip is too precise because it's like a... You have to land on a ledge that doesn't like to be landed on. And if you fail it, you're almost guaranteed to just die. It saves like 20 seconds, and it's 30 minutes into the run. And you have it with zombie. If zombie weren't a factor, you could go for it. But no, it is a... Dude, that's so dumb. What the fuck? You could go for it if zombie were not a factor. But the problem is with zombie, it essentially means that if you fail it once, your run is over. There's a thing you can do to make it to allow yourself to not die, but it's difficult to do. And it also makes reacting to when you get it almost impossible. Essentially, it's possible, But the thing is it's like, well, it's only 20 seconds. There's so much other shit you should be going for. The game is not optimized yet. It's not optimized enough for it. The next thing to implement, the next thing that's going to be implemented is going to be a skip in Cavern that saves 20 seconds. And it just skips the very first set of crystals. It skips the first set of colored crystals. I think I made that consistent. Context? What do you mean? What am I talking about? There's a... I'm talking about, unimplemented skips in Hundo. Damn it. There's a skip at the beginning of Cavern that saves 20 seconds. It's just a little bit inconsistent. And it's gonna be the next thing that'll be implemented once I sub 103. That's if I get there. I'm honestly thinking that, my next PB, no matter what it is, I'm probably going to just be on hiatus for Twinsanity until somebody makes the runs more consistent. Mostly just the beginning. There's one skip that also saves about 30 seconds, but it's like, if you fail it, it's GG's. And it's like 30 minutes into the run. The Cavern one is 4 minutes into the run. Only reason why I'm not doing it is just because I haven't been able to make it consistent. And also, there's kind of no point in going for it because there's so much time save elsewhere. And it would just be another one of those, like, oh, well, you're just... the run is just even more inconsistent than it already is. It's already difficult to get into Cavern to begin with, which is the reason why. Hover skip is really the issue. And everything before hover skip just sucks. And Cavern's just bad. That's the unfortunate reality is... Jungle Bungle's bad, and Cavern is bad. Everything else is fine. What's wrong with Jungle Bungle? There's a lot of stuff that's inconsistent and it's difficult. There are things that can just very easily go wrong. So we can't exactly just go and optimize Jungle Bungle very well. And it's difficult to know where the trade-offs are, too. Like, I could body slam that TNT and destroy it. Because I know approximately where the spot is, but it's the trade-off of, I might fail it, and failing it is pretty bad, because if I fail it once, then it stops being faster. But if I get it, it saves like a second, 2 seconds and a half. This trick in particular is kind of tough, only because you're doing something blind. Because I'm loading a different loading zone there. And I have no idea if I have it loaded or not, unless I either hear the sound, the ambience dip, or whatever. Sometimes this trick just fails. Like, right there, that was actually completely out of my control. Then you have hover skip. Which can sometimes just fail. Like, if I just have bad positioning, then, a lot of stuff. Like, both of the body slams to get the 2 gems, like the blue gem in the beach, and then the yellow gem. Those can just fail randomly. It's not usually the person's fault. They'll just fail randomly because body slam physics don't exactly like to work consistently. If you get an insta-fall, you just fail the blonde skips. For easy skip, if the game can just decide to proxy you and you're just done. You don't get easy skip because the game just proxied you. What I mean by proxy is that you basically teleport to the right because the game considers you inside of the invisible wall and it doesn't like it, so it pushes you. Fuck, I have no mask. That's bad. That's actually really bad. I do not know what the next cycle's gonna be. I might die. Oh, I'm good. Okay. And failing easy skip, you lose, like 8 seconds. So, it is worth a reset because it's 7-ish seconds. Sometimes the box doesn't bop the boxes where the red gem is. Sometimes you just don't hit it, and you will just have to react on the fly, otherwise you'll plop and you'll lose like 2 seconds. Sometimes the worm doesn't bounce you at the beginning as well, which is annoying. It's a lot of little things, but of course most of this only affects top level play. Fuck you, dude. That's so dumb. Most of the stuff only affects top level play. But then basically, like, after all of those things that happen, then you do hover skip, and the game is just automatically going to be like, okay, did you get hover skip or did you fail? Oh yeah. So you frequently don't, if you land pixel perfect onto that worm, you don't bounce off of him. Sometimes you don't get the proper slide jump there. Sometimes you lose speed on these worms, you lose time there. That can sometimes fail, but it's not common. Sometimes the camera actually turns here, so you have to react to that. And sometimes that cannon doesn't spin. Then this body slam is, it doesn't always work. Sometimes the bomb rolls off on its own. So you kind of have to do a little bit of a tap there to make sure it doesn't, like, immediately bounce off the wall. Here, if you're really dumb, you can hit the cutscene trigger. You can proxy off of there, or you can insta-fall, and you're just fucked. And you watch the cutscene. Okay, that's something that happened. I wasn't able to jump. And then if you're too slow, you have to maneuver around the skunk, which sucks. Easy skip is not that bad. But sometimes it's just the part before you jump that sucks. Sometimes you get a bad angle there. Irijiku does something different, but I don't do that. On the upper, since when? It's quite a while ago. Sometimes that jump just doesn't work. And because sometimes Crash just doesn't have good movement, you might be behind this thing, which can kill you. And if you die, it's just GG's. Okay. That is really, really scary sometimes. Sometimes those nitros just kill you. Yeah, sometimes you'll go through those boxes instead of being bounced downwards. Sometimes you don't get that long jump. Sometimes you lose speed here, and then you just can't make it. And this is like a 2 out of 3. And then sometimes you just don't make this load work. Which is why I listen. The last... No, that's just my attempts. Isn't even well calibrated. Easy skip's pretty easy. Sometimes you hit the skunk cutscene because the camera turns weirdly. And I just, for some reason, I had too much momentum, and I just flicked all the way to the rock. That's rare, but it happens. And then hover skip, which... There we go. And then sometimes Crash is too close to Cortex and he jumps, and... Oof. And you have two choices with that. You either allow it to happen and let the game crash because there's a chance it doesn't crash, or you quit out to save yourself time. Now, if I didn't quit out, I would have actually saved time because Cortex jumped super early if I didn't crash. Oh yeah, and sometimes this sled just doesn't fucking cooperate. I just lost speed there because I touched the worm's hitbox. There's so many little things that can happen in Hundo in Jungle Bungle, and then you have to worry about Cavern. Which Cavern loves to be inconsistent because either Crash or Cortex has a tendency to just clip inside of walls, and you just bounce, and you have no control over it. Sometimes you'll just bounce into nitros. You just cannot control that. Sometimes the game will just refuse to allow you to go on the wall, and you're just stuck in the middle, and, well, you're just dead because you can't avoid nitros. The only way you can avoid them is slowing down, but the problem is you can't really slow down. And you don't know if it's happening until it happens. Yeah, the thing about easy skip is as long as you're just jumping without moving, and you definitely do want to move the camera. When does Cortex display his bottom with a failed hover? When Crash is close to him. It triggers his, the script to jump towards him. It basically makes him not go through the script properly. And it turns him into, usually, an invalid object. If it doesn't turn him into an invalid object, it either turns him into spinning Crash or a nitro. But it's only if if Crash goes close to Cortex. Yeah, see, that's a 2 out of 3. Sometimes it doesn't work. Most of the time. There we go. Why didn't they just default crash this position when the cutscene is triggered? They did. It just crashes on the hoverboard, and teleports can't happen on the hoverboard. Crash is always going to be in the same position if he's on the hoverboard. The only teleports that can happen are when you go through chunk loads. Oh, neat. Oh, neat, I got it. Come on. Get in there. As far as I know, I'm the only runner that can also do hover skip backwards. I could do it both ways. Yeah, see, I'm bouncing all the time, which is random. It's also slower. It's possible that there's a hitbox offset, because like there's an invisible wall that you go through when you first go into the hole to prevent you from going back up. You can't go back up. But Crash and Cortex teleport behind it. Okay, good. I still got broer strats. Hey. Also, this is not fully consistent. Sometimes that just fails, and it's due to, the hitbox. No way I bounced like that. That's fucking bullshit. That's actual bullshit. No, Cavern wasn't really going well. I kept having random proxies everywhere. That was pretty slow. Like the rest of the levels, which it's really weird. There's less things that can happen in the other levels. It's all just Jungle Bungle and Cavern, where there's so many things that can happen. The rest of the levels aren't anywhere near as bad. Like, they have little things that can go wrong, but they're not as bad, I guess you could say. They're not as, like, punishing. There's less cutscenes, less possibilities of dying, but in these levels, they're everywhere. Like, even in all levels, it's mostly just, the big tricks. Like, there's a couple of things that can happen during Zombie, there's a couple of things that can happen, during Ice Climb, and then during Uka Skip, and Ride and Slide, but those aren't necessarily, like, really bad. Even in all levels, Jungle Bungle is pretty rough. Okay, I should be able to make it. Yep. The only thing that I kind of regret, but I'm also kind of happy about, is that I got Crystal Crazy Skip into a run. But, if I do end up trying to go for improvements on all levels, I'm definitely not going for it. I will go for Cortex Antagony, though. I don't even think I got it. I got it. Plus, we also do, Cursed Splash in all levels now. That's, I think it says like 30 seconds. But you do it after, fighting Embryo. Now that was a good Jungle Bungle. Okay. Cock tease. That's one for... Axel, can you clip that? That's one for Dio. That sucks. I don't even think I can bounce to make it. Nope. And dying is too slow now. I'm gonna be plus 10. Which is fine. Is Cavern with bad movement a run ruiner? Not really. Here, cock tease, what happened? I almost got a hole in one. But I circled out of it. Come on, man! Cavern with bad movement is not a run ruiner. Except with Brower strats. But the thing is that Brower strats are like, Dio, you just missed it, bruh. Look at that clip that Axel just made. The only big problem is Brower strat saves like 15 to 20 seconds. So if you fail it, you just lose a ton of time. That's the only part where bad cavern movement matters, but the thing is like, you still want to have good cavern movement. But then again, the problem with good cavern movement is you're probably not gonna get good cavern movement because the hitboxes are fucked up. Like, you're probably at worst gonna lose 10 seconds. Literally and figuratively edged, yeah. I actually, like, I'm not even gonna lie, I fucking blew up my cheeks like a fucking anime girl. I'm like, nah. That was like, nah. I've never done that in reaction to anything except that before. At this point, in, like, in the optimization of the run, there's nothing that, there's nothing that bad movement can do in terms of, like, ending the run outside of just outright killing you. Because bad movement doesn't, like, good or bad movement is not going to decide a good run or not yet. There's 2 minutes to save. There's an easy 2 minutes of time save. Like, you can have an entire minute worth of just bad movement and still PB. Well, I mean, I could. Those were skill issues. Those were not me failing or, like, getting a bad coin flip. Those were literally just me sucking balls. Also, there really does need to be, like, some kind of thing. Yo, Capper Dog, holy shit. What's up? Okay! I don't know if that's my controller, or if that was the game. But that is kind of fucked up. The fact that, like, it just said, oh yeah, so you're just not getting your jump. But there is something that, a lot of people don't talk about with, upscalers and things, is that there is still delay outside of the, there is still delay outside of, there's still delay in the processing of the signal. Like, it's still different. Playing on a CRT is still, like, at least a frame and a half better than playing just strictly off of the... Okay! Jeez! It's still like a frame and a half of difference. Between playing on, capture. Plus, if you're playing off of capture, or rather, the display from the upscaler, not the capture itself, but but from the upscaler, you're still getting a little bit of delay on top of the time it took to process the signal. So playing on a CRT is still better. And it's something nobody talks about. Yeah, that can happen. I'll see if I can play for another hour. If not, and if I can't get anywhere, I'm just gonna switch to playing Silksong. Because, like, I'm not gonna lie, I hate resetting in this game. Though, I know that I'm complaining about 100%, but the thing is like, the biggest offender for Jungle Bungle really has to be, hover skip. Only because you just don't know if, only because you don't know if your run is gonna get past hover skip until it does. I just don't like it when you're doing something... Okay, cool. When you do something correctly, and the game says no anyways. That was a bad angle. Ow! Ow! Why do you keep doing that? Ah, fuck. I'm thinking about the fucking chili cheese burrito again. I need to stop thinking about that chili cheese burrito, dude. Oh. I just realized Silk Song is easier than this game. Cool. I'm still kind of upset. I'm kind of annoyed by my run dying yesterday. I knew that was gonna fucking happen. That was really close to just not getting easy skip. Nope. Two, three, four. It almost killed me. Damn it. I'm surprised that worked. I'm not gonna lie. Uploading our collab today? Nice. Hey, yo, what's up? There we go. Jump, jump. Okay. Oh, come on. Get in there. Alright. Okay, this is actually quite good. I'm actually going fast. Oh, I was. Oh no, I'm actually going fast still. Nice. My finger, or my thumb kind of slipped. So I wasn't able to... Okay. And I'm gonna bounce really high. Yep. Stop trying to force the camera to move. There we go. Okay, interesting bounce, but whatever. Why are you going the wrong way? I don't know if that was a controller problem or what. I was kind of curious about investing in, a controller that uses TMR. Because I've tried, a couple of really shitty, what's it called, Hall effect controllers. All of them that I've used sucked. So I've been wondering, like, maybe I would like to try a TMR controller. See how a TMR controller works. Yeah, it blows since the Dreamcast controller did it really well. I mean, the appeal of a Hall effect controller is supposed to be specifically for not getting drift, but they still cause drift. Sir. The problem is they still cause drift if you drop it. And the thing is Hall effect controllers are also, like, they're also, like, less precise, or at least they're supposed to be less precise. But the Dreamcast controller has a lot of precision, still. Which is really dumb if you take that in, if you take into consideration, like, the Dreamcast controller has just as much precision, if not more precision, than a standard Xbox Series controller. What's up? Not much, sir. I'm not doing too well in Twins, and I feel it. I want to go back to playing Silk Song. El Cielo. Obviamente, tío. I'm not making it. There's too many collectibles. I'm trying to get the, I had another stick and a couple of extra buttons. You'd never use another controller again. Same, actually. You bastard. Yeah, that could just happen. And your house lurking with great interest, cause Cash Banuka. Yo, Binge. El Bino. I almost hit the cutscene. Neat. There we go. Holy shit, the game is cooperating. Okay, never mind. Whoa, what the fuck? The game is cooperating. But yeah, I'm interested in testing out a TMR controller. Hopefully it's not $80. If I find one for like $60, I'll get it. Actually, later today, Axel, you want to look at controllers? Because if we look at controllers, and we find like a TMR controller that's like really good. So there's one thing that I have seen is that the Hyperkin not the Hyperkin, or maybe it is the Hyperkin. There's a GameCube controller that's like really good. It might be the 8-bit though. Or it's not GameCube, but it's an N64 controller that has the same level of precision as it has the same level of precision as a as an N64 controller. And the N64 controller has like it has about the same amount of angles as a standard OG Xbox controller. Yeah, so TMR is just like an it's supposedly an enhanced Hall effect. Essentially, it has more precision and less has less power consumption. Essentially meaning it should be more cost effective. I would be interested to try out the 8-bit thing. But the problem is like I don't know. I kind of feel like I want to make this my last attempt. You might have found a genuine setup, dude. That's how we fucking do it. Milliamps, yeah. But it's supposed to be more precise than Hall Effect. It's supposed to be. No, I don't know how accurate that is because, well, you know, people love making claims like that. They claim that Hall Effect controllers are perfectly fine, and they're fucking not. Modern ones. They're incredibly imprecise, and probably calibrated because they know that it's going to cause stick drift. Because their magnets probably suck. I still want to know how the fuck Sega made the Dreamcast controller affordable. Because if fucking Hall Effect controllers these days are as shitty as they are, there must be some way that they made it cost effective. Or maybe Sega just didn't care. Yeah, Sega got it right 25 years ago. How are you still fucking up? That was me failing the, or not getting the right position. I'm about to sneeze. I might not have gotten it because the camera turned. I guess we're going to find out. Earn the top Clipper badge. Imagine. Oh, please. Okay, I was about to say, please don't get stuck. Oh, fuck you. Oh wow, I didn't bounce. Okay, never mind, I bounced. And I have no speed. Come on, man. Really? I saved no time doing this. Well, I saved about maybe a quarter of a second at best. Basically, that death abuse was redundant. Please don't. Okay, cool. There we go. Okay. I got Sonic 06'd. The camera's gonna turn, I think. Imagine if this is the run that, that PB's. I had to hit that guy, otherwise I was gonna die.
The crystal is mine. Keep back, you weak-minded fool. Avert your gaze or you'll go crystal crazy. What have I got?
Pretty good movement. Okay. If the game just fucking kills me, I'm done. Holy shit. Oh, fuck off. I lost all my speed there. I almost failed that.
What have I got?
Oh, come on, dude. Oh, come on. We're about to find out if I got the splash or not. Me still being unable to believe that the final minute barrier in Crash 2 has been broken. Dude, I'm not close enough. I don't know how I did that. I don't know how I did that, but okay. Really? out of all the things, that I'm not even sure how that happened. Okay, well. That wraps this up. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do any more runs for today. I think I'm also done with, probably next week, I'm gonna do Silk Song on Friday. And then Saturday, and then I'll just do Twins on Sunday like I did before. If I have time later today, I'll actually boot up Silk Song, but I'm gonna create a 100% route for myself for Steel Soul. Let's see if there's anybody to raid. I'm probably not going to raid though. Rosek. Oh no, Stu. I figured Stu was gonna stream, unless he's got way more viewers. Nope, no Stu. Okay. Yep.